Terry Crews is one of my most favorite actors. The first time I ever saw him on screen was in the film White Chicks.
You are so beautiful.
Go away, baby. Hey, how about we listen to a little bit of music?
And then in his famous Old Spice ad.
Dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power!
He has starred in a ton of films, from The Expendables, to the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Tommy, can we order some food?
Cook's gone. I sent him home.
Do you have any more of these pretzels?
Sure.
He's famous, jacked, rich, has a perfect smile, funny, charismatic, so lovable. He has it all, doesn't he? Wrong. Although Terry right now is honestly a role model and the epitome of a really high value man, it wasn't always that way. In fact, in 2015, Terry uploaded this video on YouTube that took the NoFap and men's health community by storm.
You know, for years, my dirty little secret was that I was addicted to pornography for years. It really messed up my life in a lot of ways. The thing is, it became a thing where I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody. It was a thing that, it was my secret, nobody knew. And that allowed it to grow. And it got bad. And when I say bad, some people deny, they say, hey man, you know, you can't really be addicted to pornography. There's no way. But I'm gonna tell you something. If day turns into night and you are still watching, you probably got a problem. And that was me. It affected everything. I didn't tell my wife, didn't tell my friends, nobody knew. But the internet allowed that little secret to just stay and grow. And it was something that, you know, my wife was literally like, I don't know you anymore. I'm out of here. And that changed me. I had to change because I realized, yo, this thing is a major problem. I literally had to go to rehab for it.
That's right, Terry fucking Crews was addicted to pornography. He ends up uploading more follow-up videos to share some light on his addiction.
You know, I went to therapy big time. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to beat it. I couldn't do it alone. And what I was told is that I needed to become more aware. And this just blew me away because I kind of realize and know what this stuff is in other areas, but with being aware is really just about knowing how you feel, knowing where you are in a particular moment. Like, you know, I had to realize when I was depressed. I had to realize when I was sad about something or when I was feeling lonely, because those were the times that I was more likely to use pornography. The times when I would, you know, something really bad happened or I had my heart broken, but I thought I was going to get something that didn't happen. And those times it's just like eating, you know, when you feel sad or lonely, you grab food. And instead of food, for me, it would be pornography. Another thing I was told about you know, the pornography addiction was shame. And one thing everybody has to realize is that you can't survive with guilt and shame. Shame is something that says you are bad. Now, guilt says you did a bad thing, okay? Sometimes it's good to feel guilty. Actually, it's very good to feel guilty because then you know you hurt somebody. But shame doesn't say you did something bad. Shame says you are bad. And when you think and believe that you are bad, there's no way out. There's no way out. You say, you know what, forget it. I might as well use drugs. I might as well overeat. I might as well use porn. I might as well go do something crazy. Because if you believe that you are bad, then you act accordingly. And what you have to change is that paradigm in your life. You have to believe that you are good. And once that hit me, it was one of those things that cracked that egg that really changed everything for me in every way. And I started to see myself as good. I started to see myself and believe in my heart. I didn't want to be this way. I didn't want to continue to do the things that hurt my wife and hurt my family. And so shame, you have to get rid of shame.
There's a good chance you've already seen these videos and Terry's 2 cents and what he's had to say on the subject, but I wanted to put Terry in the spotlight again because of one main reason. His chest muscles. Oh my God, they're just out of this. I mean, he shatters the stereotype of an addict. When we think of people who have some sort of crippling vice, an addiction, something that's really dysfunctional, some sort of disorder or, bad behavior, we commonly believe them to be odd-looking, low status, maybe in poverty, unkempt, just generally odd-looking people that give off the impression that something's wrong with them. But Terry was hooked for years, before he was even married, while he was going to film gigs, while he was making tons of money, while he was completely shredded. He was dying on the inside. He was destroying his marriage and basically pulling the plug on his entire family. Just because you are successful in other departments of your life, like your career, your social life, your looks, it doesn't mean you're actualized, happy, or fulfilled. Do not be deceived by your peers or social media. They may be going out with beautiful girls, going on vacations, epic adventures. They may be great looking. They may appear to be happy. And they may be doing all of the above while possibly consuming loads of porn, but you don't even have 1% of an idea what's going on inside of them. No matter what language you speak, what color your skin is, how poor or rich your family is, how aggressively you watched porn growing up, this is a real addiction. It's a real problem. And it won't go away by just making more money. It won't go away by going on vacations. It won't just disappear by putting your mind elsewhere and thinking that if you become successful, if you do this, do that. No, it doesn't go away just because you went to the gym. That's like saying an injury will get better if you just start painting. Obviously, that makes no sense. An injury gets better when you bring your awareness to it and genuinely seek out how to fix it and prevent it in the future.